Okay, are we back? Yep. So for some reason OBS crashes randomly. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong or what. I'm gonna start monitoring it to see if it's maybe my PC is running out of memory or something. Shouldn't be the case. Maybe it's the music. So let's see, hopefully we won't run into any more issues. Let's play the music. This one is a good song. As I was saying, yeah, let's try to debug our variables. Hopefully the person that joined us will come back. It's a shame, but I guess this is live gags, live streaming gags. Let's see. Obviously it's not working, that's fine. Has to be expected. Found path ps.error. Oh, it returns ps.error because something went wrong. Okay, and it is because I don't know why. These are it's probably the error. It's taken from the error. Okay, that's funny. So let's try to see what's actually going on. So the problem is that I'm pushing the error into this. So calculate path line, because I'm trying to I'm trying to access this when I shouldn't. Let's see if we can. Line 1, line 2. I'm trying to access the line in the wrong way. So just at the beginning, 0, 4, object. I'm already doing something wrong there, because if I come here, init line is empty. When I do the touch, I'm actually I'm pushing this, and this is an object. Okay, because it's new cell. Oh right, this is from an old implementation, and that doesn't work for us anymore. Now it's working. Oh, it's working exactly as intended, almost exactly as intended. The only thing left is when I clear the grid, I should clear the line as well. Oh, it's working very nicely. Let's go back to the code. Let's clean the crap. Let's clean the crap, because there's a lot of crap we don't want to be in place. That's fine. Okay. So if I come back to this, all of this is not longer needed. Now the line is fine. Enter. Okay. So now when we clear the grid, let's also add a function that clears the line. And this is, well, this copy and paste was just a little bit stupid, because all we are going to do is line equals this. Now when do we call clear line? We call it every time that we clear the grid, but it's not every time we clear the grid. It's when we stop painting. I think if we clear the line when we stop painting on the screen, that's it. That's essentially it. Yep. Okay, so now we have errors, but that's fine. Ooh, this is working very nicely. Ooh, oh my god. I don't want to say I'm a genius, but well, this is very nice. Now we have some issues, obviously, like we shouldn't be able to do this, right? But that's fine. So what we want to do is to recalculate the map and make the blocks that have the bits that have already been painted. Oh, you're not seeing my magnificent results. So now we can follow the line, and as you can see, this is very nice. So the issue is that when we go into this, right, this is, that's we cannot put the mouse outside of, so we cannot take the mouse outside the mouse outside of the grid without running into some issues, because this shouldn't happen. We should have the path clearly made for us, and we cannot step on here, and that's an issue. So what we want to do is to take the cell that is closest to the mouse at any moment, rather than just using ouch enter. So here, let's go to the code on ps.enter. Line. I'm gonna check if there's a function. Yeah, let's go to the documentation. Let's see if there's a function in ps.debug to clear the debug. It's probably in utilities. Debug clear. We want to do a debug clear before we draw on it. That way, instead of making everything go crazy, right, we have like this nicely done. Yeah, that looks better. So found path should be from the last point in the line to X and Y. For some reason, found path is not actually adding the whole thing to the desired point. It's only adding the last one. Why will that be the case? Because we are only adding this part. But found path is actually one thing. Okay, let's make it look nicer, like so. Let's show you the code. That will be very handy. And let's see if someone is telling me that anything went wrong. No. It's a shame. We lost our only viewer. Back to this. So at least now it looks a little bit nicer. Should be a way to separate each step of the line. The debug console, but I will need if actually we split it by I wouldn't like to split it by comma. Okay, anyways, let's forget about that. So as I was saying, we have this that looks nice. We can do the path. So the next thing is gonna be to avoid this, because I'm tired of hearing the so it breaks a lot once you have that fail. You have to start making the line again. So let's see. cannot read property 0 of undefined, and that happens on 236. 236, if we go to this, it cannot read line 0 because it's undefined, and it's undefined because we are clearing the line wherever we are not really clearing the line, are we? The line gets clear because it cannot find a path? No. Because line length is too big for a path to be found, is because path is returning error. Let's try to have a look at what's really going on. So we have 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, yeah, and here it fails because found path is empty, and it's empty because there's no path to the new step. But if I'm calculating the path from a point to the other, so the way I was doing it before, let's try to do it from the starting point. Let's comment this line. Let's do this. Comment this line as well. Okay, let's go back to the code. Let's try to do this to see what's actually going on. This is the way I was doing it before, but we need to check exactly what was happening before. The problem is I deleted code, and you shouldn't delete code, you should just do it nicely. So for some reason the path is not being calculated. Oh, did I just never notice that? No, look at that. Why is this happening? Is it trying to paint that? No, the line is just empty, so it has nothing to draw. So this works nicely. I'm wondering what was happening on these cases before, because that's not nice at all, and that's because it's trying to paint here. Because if I'm not wrong, 03, 12, 03, 12. Yeah, 03 is that one, 12 is that one. No, 12 is that one. So now we are missing, oh, okay, it's not in the diagonal. Wasn't I avoiding the diagonals before? Because here should be a straight line of sorts, should be able to be doing like this, but it's not doing that. Was it doing this before? It wasn't. What's going on now? The way I was doing it before was like this. Like the way I was really doing it before was more like this, looked more like this. From the starting point to X and Y. So I will even delete this. Keeps doing this. I will do it sometimes, other times it doesn't. we'll have to take drastic measures. So I can clear up my mind. Oh, it's actually doing that. Maybe I just didn't notice. That's interesting. Well, we'll worry about that another moment. So let's check what we got so far. So what we got so far is this. Now it's actually not saving that because I changed the code. So let's comment this. Let's uncomment this. So I was more happy with that result. Happier. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. So this is working. Now our problem will be when you go outside, it kind of works, although it's complaining. So this is probably adding everything, yeah. So what we want to do as well is recalculate. When we calculate the map, calculate map, in our map, I only have a map ID. What we really want is we have the grid image ps.image capture, which is taking note of whatever is on the grid in that exact moment. If we look at the data, grid data, I don't remember what that information was. Okay, grid data, oh yeah, it has the colors. Right here it seems like it has garbage, but I think it isn't garbage because it will be different. So I think it's like this, this and that. Those are the values of the colors. The ones that have a 0 so this is traversable, this is traversable, this is traversable, this is traversable, this isn't, this isn't, this is, this. So I think it's like this, maybe? No. I don't really understand what this grid data is supposed to mean. But that's right at the beginning of the script. That's when the screen is white, black and white. Let's try to never clear the grid. In order to do that, we can define a variable for us called var debug mode equals true in this case. And if we do that, we say if debug mode, let's just not do anything. if it isn't the map. This way we can actually see our map, or we should. Yeah. So right now our line here is being drawn. What we want is to take the grid, take the line and subtract the line to this map. This is not a clear grid. Let's try to calculate map, path map equals, this is just a test, okay? That's how it looks right now. That's like the map of what you can traverse and what you cannot traverse. So the path map there is fine. Now we have that path map, as I said. Calculate the path, the line is there. We want to subtract the line to the path, but we do that before anything. So if we pass the line as an argument, right, we have the map, the line is bit traversable, and and line dot line e zero is different from I think it would work like this. Line different from J. Okay. If it's different, let's see. I think that made it. Ooh. Cannot read property 0 of undefined. Because line is undefined, because calculate map. Yep. Calculate map line. But that's essentially the same, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh. This is becoming very messy, my code. I'm not being very clever today. So instead, what we want to do is afterwards, if line dot length is greater than 0, will move through the line, yeah, where e equals 0, e minus line dot length I plus plus, and we do this. Yeah, I think that will work nicely. So this is e. Now ps.color, we want to paint it black, but it's not y and j, is line of y, line of I, line of I, yeah, so it's line of I 0 and line of I 1. We paint it black. Okay, that works better, hopefully. Let's see if that works at all. Oh, I'm not showing the code. Great. Okay, that's broken. Let's show the code that we wrote. So we have line dot length bigger than 0. If it's bigger than 0, then we essentially what we are gonna do is replace whatever is on the map with more black, so the line won't be traversable. However, something is going on here. Cannot read property 0 of undefined. See, that's the data, and it's complaining as soon as I move. So it's complaining on enter ps.enter game.js 251. So it's complaining here because the line is empty. Either the line is empty or cannot read property 0 of undefined. The found path is empty, so we added a new thing that is empty. So we added this, that's empty. So we only push to the line if we found a new way. So if found path is bigger than 0, that doesn't work. If found path is different from this, let's try this. This is probably one of those things that in JavaScript doesn't work like you would expect it to. Let's see, yep, it's broken, it's fine. What's that thing length? Is that 0? That's 0, right? Yeah, that's 0. So let's go to the code. Found path dot length greater than 0. That's gonna work better. Okay, that at least that doesn't blow up. We don't get that shitty thing. It is because clear grid should not matter because it's only about the colors that are on the grid. So we should be able to work with this as far as I can tell. The thing is that the line would be colored as white, but we don't care about that. It actually should be colored as black, but it is because of this line that isn't the case. However, problem is that calculate map is not being called. Yep. Or is it? Line, the found path is always empty. That's a problem. And the problem in part is that line here is defined. No. This drawing the first step, I think, isn't it? Or not even? Oh, not even. Fine. Oh, it's already 1 o'clock. It's already 1 o'clock, so we may leave it here. We're gonna leave it here. I'm gonna eat. That's gonna be better for my brain. And well, we'll see if it gets better after we eat. It's getting there slowly. Bye.